You're still watching TVC Breakfast. Now, the story of a 13-year-old Ochanya Obanji still breaks the nation's heart. She endured years of abuse that untimely claimed her life, sparking outrage and nationwide demand for justice. But recent court rulings have reopened old wounds and raised fresh questions about fairness in Nigeria's judicial system. In an exclusive interview with TVC News, Ria Abdul speaks with Ochanya's sister, who reveals what truly happened, how the family continues to fight for justice, and why they refuse to give up. I have a one-on-one with the late Ochanya's immediate sister. We talk about the whole journey of the story, the fight that we've been fighting for quite a long time, and we're hoping that at this point, we finally get justice for the late Ochanya, a 13-year-old girl that has been robbed of all the good things that she could have been in life. A doctor, a lawyer, a journalist. Her life has been cut short, and the perpetrators cannot keep walking freely. I speak with Fioda Ama. Good morning. How are you doing?
Thank you. I'm fine.
I know, first of all, it was very difficult, to have this very important conversation with me. But at the end of the day, we're trying to get justice. So we have to speak about it in every possible way that we can. I know it's going to be a very emotional one for you, but, we just have to go through it. Because the more we speak about it, the more the world gets to hear about it. I want to start with talking about Ochanya. I want you to tell me, what kind of a girl was she? Because I'm aware that that's your immediate junior sister.
So Ochanya she was everybody's girl. She was loved by the neighbors, by everybody that knew her. She was that lively girl. Yeah. Up until even during when she was sick, yeah. She was still full of life. So that's just the simple way of
describing her.
Yes.
After 7 years, we're revisiting this topic.
Yes.
But I want to start with, first of all, I want to say, why did we wait so long? But then I'm aware that there was a fight when it happened, but then it went down the drain and nobody heard about it again. But what led to Ochanya going to Andrew? What led her going to stay with that family?
The case of Ochanya is a case of bad governance and trust and betrayal. That's the best way to put it. Yeah. Ochanya left home because there was no primary school in the community where I'm from, where she's also from. Up until date, there is no primary school in that community as we speak. Wow. No primary, no secondary school. So if you have a child in that community, you have to take your child outside that community to a far distance. Some people rent an apartment for children 10, 15 years to stay on their own in order for them to be able to get the basic education, which is the primary school and secondary school. So my mom didn't see that fit for a child that young to go and stay on her own. Yeah. So that was what led to her talking to her sister, please, I want my daughter to come and stay with you. Yeah. Because this is a Christian home. These people, we look at them as people that are religious. That's the way they portray themselves. Yeah. Until when you get close, that's when you see that no, these people have just been fooling us all along. Yeah. So that was what led to Ochanya going there. And when she went there, although as at that time, we were still running around. Yeah. I wasn't at home. My siblings were all studying and
different places.
Yes, all over the place. So it was just my mom visiting her every now and then and all of that. So that was what happened. Ochanya basically went there to school.
So basically she left to go to school. It was education.
Yes.
It wasn't like she was there to work, make money and help the family. She was there just to go to school.
Never. We were responsible for her upkeep, her school fees, her clothing, everything. We were responsible. The only thing the Obujas provided for my sister was shelter. Shelter. That was all.
And there's been a lot of conversations on social media. So when we talk about Mr. Andrew, that's your mother's brother?
No.
So who exactly is Mr. Andrew?
Felicia Obuja is my mom's sister.
Okay.
The Andrew is the husband.
Okay.
That is it.
Wow. At what point did you guys find out that such a thing was happening? Because I know it's something that has lingered on. It's not something that just happened one day. It's something that was going on and on and on. But you as the family, at what point did you guys find out this was going on? And at what point as well did your mother's sister find out that this was going on?
Well, the whole thing started when Ochanya she used to fall sick now and then. Usually they take her to the hospital, they treat her, the Obujas.
They take her to the hospital and treat her?
Then there was this particular one that was so severe, they had to involve my mom.
Okay.
Which they took her to the hospital. They stayed for like, I think a month or so. She got better, she came back.
And then you didn't know what was wrong with her at that point?
No, we were not aware. So this second one, this last one that took her, that was 2018. My mom called me. I was here in Lagos working. She called me to tell me that my sister is sick again and they need to take her to the hospital. And all the necessary arrangements were made. She was taken to the hospital. They were there for almost 3 months.
Wow.
She was never discharged from that hospital. The reason why they left the hospital was the hospital went on strike. Federal Medical Center in Makurdi. They went on strike, so they had to send everybody home. Like, the staffs are going on strike, so there'll be nobody to attend to you. That was when they left and came back to Ubokolo, where in my aunt's house, because Ochanya could not walk. She was just urinating anyhow.
And at that point, you guys knew what was going on? You still didn't know?
We still didn't know.
At what point did you find out that that was happening?
After they came back from the hospital. In fact, before they came back, my mom became ill. She was very sick. Yeah. So there was nobody to take care of Ochanya and take care of her. I had to quit my job from Lagos here and go take care of them. It was when I got there. I was there with her at the Obuja's house, and my mom had gone back to the village. So while I was there, I started noticing things. I started seeing things that I felt, no, this is not right. Yeah. The way these things are happening, it means something is wrong somewhere, right? So I started seeing those signs, some little signs. So on this fateful day, Ochanya became sick again. She was running temperature. Yeah. So Miss Felicia, she brought a nurse to come and attend to her in the house, which I refused. That this girl just came back. Let's take her to a proper hospital again and see what is really going on. Then she picked an offense I'm trying to challenge her that she's not Ochanya's sister. So if that's the case, that after all this time that Ochanya has been staying with her, I'm trying to tell her what to do concerning Ochanya, that she's going to call my mom to come and take us and leave her house. She does not want to see us. That was how we left. And when I left and we took Ochanya to the village, I told my mom that this thing, I can sense, I can judge people. Like, I know how to catch people's behavior.
And at that point, Ochanya hadn't said anything
She hadn't said anything, even up until I left the village and came to Lagos. But before I left, I told her that, Ochanya, so these people has been maltreating you, because when I was there with her at the Obujas, the neighbors around
were telling you.
Yes, they were telling me things. We didn't know Ochanya had people like this. So when I get back to Ochanya, I tried to confirm with her, Ochanya, is this true? She said yes, and she'll become very cold and quiet. So when I took her home, I told my mom that something is going on. I don't know what it is, but Ochanya was not treated well. Yeah. So I told Ochanya that I will be going back to Lagos, but if there's everything that these people has done to you, tell Mama, talk to Mama, speak up. You are never going back to their house again. So they have no right or anything to do to you. Whatever it is that they've done to you, you need to talk to us. She said, okay. So I left. Just 3 days after I came back to Lagos, my mom called me that this is what is going on, that Ochanya just told her the whole thing. So that was where the battle began. And ever since, we've been on the issue. We fought about this in 2018. And
it was said that your mom's sister knew about it all along.
She knew, because from what Ochanya said, she said it was the son, Victor Obuja, that started the whole thing. Then his sister, Winifred, caught him in the act and reported to the parents, the mother and the father, right? After she reported to them, that was when the father started. So when she reported, they scolded the guy, and according to them, they said they prayed together and they cautioned the boy.
They prayed together?
Yes, not to try it again. But they didn't tell us. The whole thing is about Felicia. I keep saying it. People should stop dragging the man. The person that killed my sister is Felicia Obuja.
Yes, but the man was the one that perpetrated.
Why didn't she tell us? Why she didn't even let us talk about it. You cannot open your mouth to talk to her husband. She knew that this is the reason why this girl is sick, but she watched my sister suffered.
Yeah.
Ochanya went through hell. Do you know what it means to be on a sick bed for almost 3 months? She couldn't walk. It was my mom would carry her to the bedroom, carry her to bathe her, carry her to. So it was she was there all along. Why didn't she tell us?
So
we
basically,
could have taken her to a better place where she can get treatment for what was wrong with her. But she didn't tell us, and the doctors were just managing the symptoms of what was wrong with her. And they knew.
So basically, your mother's sister failed you and failed the family.
I don't know. I don't really know how to say it, but if there's anybody, I'll keep saying it. This is my point.
Yeah.
It is Felicia Obuja that killed Ochanya. Because when that thing happened, when they reported it to her, she should have sent the girl to my mom. Oh, my sister.
Yeah.
I can't take care of this, your child. Maybe she's stubborn. I can't keep her anymore. Take her.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have been here talking about this now. She kept it. She knew all along. And even when Ochanya was sick, she knew. She was the one handling all the documents, all the test results. And whenever the test results, whenever they are out, my mom will ask her, please, what did the doctor say? She said, they say there is nothing wrong with her, that they cannot find anything medically.
And after all this was said, I know that there was a fight at that time. There was a serious fight.
There was.
What happened with that fight? What happened that fight could not see the light of day? Was it the woman covering it? I'm still going to get to Mr. Andrew and his son, but let's still talk about, this particular, your mother's sister now. When the fight happened, was she still the one that was trying to cover the evidence?
Of course, she was. The husband is beneath every other thing. My mom's sister, Felicia, she was the one handling everything. She didn't let us talk. Even up until now, we cannot pass, we cannot walk freely in the community. I hardly go home now. I don't
Where is this particular lady?
Your
Felicia.
Sister, She's there in the village. As we speak.
So Felicia, contrary to what was said that Felicia is in police custody, Felicia is in the village, walking freely.
Yes. The thing is, that 2018, she was convicted.
Yeah.
She was sentenced to, I think, 6 months or 5 months in prison. Yeah. She was found guilty for negligence. The same day the husband was discharged and acquitted. That there was no evidence against the man. There was no enough evidence with all the records and everything. The judge decided to discharge and acquit the man. But the woman was found guilty of negligence, of not protecting Ochanya from the same act that the man committed. And he was found not guilty, acquitted and discharged. So the whole thing is just, see, I keep saying it's bad governance, and anybody can get away with anything once you have what it takes, what Nigeria requires for you to go to commit any kind of crime and go and get scot-free.
And she's still married to Mr. Andrew.
Of course, she's married to Mr. Andrew.
Let's talk about Mr. Andrew. Mr. Andrew has children. I know he has a boy. He has a girl as well.
He has children.
He has a lot of children. Is Mr. Andrew still in this community?
He is.
He's in the community. His son is in the community.
He's currently teaching in Benue State Polytechnic, Ugbokolo.
And you know where Mr. Andrew is?
Of course.
You know where the son is? You know where Victor is?
We don't know where Victor is. Did
Victor run away?
The issue now is Victor. Victor needs to be arrested because he was never arrested.
The person that started the whole thing was never arrested.
He was never questioned. He's working. I was even surprised when I started seeing his pictures all over the place. That
I've seen his pictures.
Victor is here in Lagos. But the Nigerian police are saying that they don't know where Victor is. My brother has written petition upon petition for this guy to be arrested and face the law. But no.
You're not really talking about Mr. Andrew.
Why is that so? I'm not talking about Mr. Andrew because his case is complex.
Why is it complex?
It's complex. I'm not a lawyer. I am not that informed in the legal aspects. But Mr. Andrew's case is complex, but we are working on it.
I want to understand the complexities. Why is it complex?
The complexity is because he has been discharged and acquitted. Some lawyers are saying that we can no longer appeal as a family. We can no longer appeal for him for the case to be reopened. Some are saying the state can reopen the case. So that is not in our power as it is. And that is what we are asking Nigerians to help us. Anybody that knows anybody, because this is what Nigeria is all about. If you are not in power, you don't have people that are backing you. Even the right thing that is need to be done can never be done. So anybody that knows anything that can help us should please. We are open to receive any kind of help at all.
So let's now go to Mr. Andrew. We're hearing that he's working freely. After 7 years, we've revisited this case. As a journalist, I have been speaking about it. I have carried it on my head because it can be anybody. And if we do not get justice, a lot of people will still fall victim. I am really sad that this person is still working in a place that he's privy to meet other girls. We do not know what is happening. How many girls will want to speak up? We see that Ochanya kept this in herself for a very long time. But after 7 years, we are now revisiting this case, and we are hoping that at this particular point now, justice will be gotten for her. But as the sister, since this case has been reopened, what are some of the things that you can tell me? I know a lot of celebrities have spoken. I also saw Natasha has spoken. There's a petition. How far has it gone with? Were you able to submit the petition to her?
Yes, my brother he submitted the petition yesterday.
Okay.
So we are still waiting and we are hoping to hear from her soon. Okay. But the petition has been submitted already.
So which other people have also rallied around this? Because it's a force on social media. It's a force on TikTok, Instagram, X. Everybody is talking about it. And this particular one, they want justice for this particular one.
We just hope that it works out. There are people that are reaching out. A lot of people are on the internet talking about it. But we also have few people that are working with us outside the social media to help us see what we can put together to make sure that we get the justice that we are looking for.
Where is your mom?
My mom is in Benue State. She's in the village.
How does she feel with all of this?
Currently, we don't even want people to reach out to her. People are trying to get to her, but it's like reliving the whole trauma all over again. So we are trying to prevent her from getting involved in the whole situation. They've already briefed her because my aunt Felicia, she's in the village trying to gather support to fight back. So it has gotten to her, but we are trying not to push too much. There's a limit to what she can take now as it is. So that is it.
As Ochanya's immediate senior sister, I really hope that this justice is gotten. But, what would you want to say to Nigerians today in the fights that after 7 years, you have spoken a lot. You've just spoken about the intricacies, even knowing, like, you've told me some things that I didn't even know about, because we heard that this particular lady is in prison. She was in custody. Now me knowing that this particular lady is still walking freely in the village is quite scary. As a sister here today, I'm sure this is a very emotional moment for you, but where would you get to say that, yes, we've gotten this justice? What would you want the people of Nigeria to do? What would you want the government to do? At TVC, we've really been speaking about it. What would you want the government to do for you to... It's not easy. At the end of the day, a person has been lost. Nothing can bring her back. But just knowing that the people, that did this action against her will definitely get, what they truly deserve.
After the case was... After they passed the judgment in 2022, Abi, the governor of my state, during the time when people were protesting at the initial time, 2018, 2019, the governor came to my house. He visited my mom, visited the community, and he saw the condition of the school. So he has built a school, and they even named...
So we have a school now.
They named the school after Ochanya. But the building and the structures are there, but there are no teachers. So when they started the whole project, we were happy that at least, even though we couldn't get the justice, what we expected, at least children can now benefit from the whole struggle, from the whole stress that we went through. We were happy, but now as we speak, the school is still not functioning. The building is just there. The whole thing is just there. So we just need people to
So as we speak, I just want to put it out there again, there is still no learning facility for young girls in that community?
No, none. There is none. So we just need people to help us. Like, if there's anybody that knows what we can do for those things to start working, so that we can prevent situations like this. Because it's not everybody that has the money, and it's not everybody that is privileged.
Yeah.
So these little things, it shouldn't be so difficult for our government to provide for us. Yeah. We don't have to die just to get the basics.
Thank you so much for talking to me today.
Thank you so much,
I'm happy that you've been able to enlighten me on some of the things that we do not know about. Once again, it's so sad to know that these people are working freely. But before we even wrap this off, did you contact the police and they told you that they cannot find Victor?
Like I said, my brother, he wrote almost like 2 petitions to the police already.
And what are the police saying? They can't find Victor. But now the question is, are we also sure that Victor is in Lagos? Because I've seen videos on TikTok and all of that, but we do not know the exact states that he is.
He was. Victor was in Lagos. I don't know if he's still in Lagos as we speak, but he was in Lagos when this whole thing started.
And your mother's sister is not trying, because she will know where her son is.
Of course, of course. She will know where her son is, but she will not be ready to open up. So our hands are tied in that aspect. We don't know what to do about that.
I'll just leave you with this. If there's one thing, I want you to look straight into your camera. If there's one thing you want to say to the whole of Nigerians watching you, what's it going to be?
What I have to say is, we have started this fight again. We have done this before, and we will continue to fight, and we will make sure we see this to the end. We just need Nigerians to be patient with us and help us in any way at all that they can. We are open to take any kind of help at all. If you know anybody, you know somebody, it's not just talking on social media. Yeah. The major work is to be done outside the internet. So if you have anybody, if you know of any way that you can be of help to us, please, we are open. And we need people to keep talking about Ochanya, keep discussing it until justice is served. We have started, we have started. We are not going back until we will make sure we see this to the end.
Thank you so much. Let me just thank you so much for joining us. I know it was so difficult to have you to have this conversation with, but I'm happy that you were able to make it here today. If there's anything that we have promised is to continue talking about it, and that's why I said whatever it is, I was going to have this conversation with you for us to even understand better. We'll keep talking, we'll keep pushing. We're planning a walk for Ochanya as well. I hope you will be able to join us for that walk.
Of course.
Justice may be delayed, but it will never be denied. This is the story of a bright young girl. Her life was cut short. The perpetrators are still working. Justice will not be denied.
Thank you so much.